protect the VIP right.
There's a novelty to how Baku was originally assigned this mission, but the biggest threat to said bride is herself, technically. Anyway, I was really wrong about Miyuki wanting to overturn her own wedding, though in fairness, that does seem to be the intended red herring, as Fujimi draws a similar conclusion, and the reason that Baku isn't on board with it is that he has an unresolved lead that he hadn't gotten to the bottom of yet. As it turns out, Miyuki is motivated by her fear of heights owing to a childhood trauma. This acrophobia is so extreme that she subconsciously desired to upend her own wedding on the off chance that it can get her out of a honeymoon trip by plane. Well, the wedding wasn't cancelled, so the next step is stopping the plane trip altogether, violently. Come and think of it, Zetz's premise is really good at squaring outlandish action sequences with reality, since if it happened in a dream, the writers don't have to take time to explain the public fallout of a bird monster blowing a plane out of the sky. However, a thing that bothers me regarding the resolution is that defeating the nightmares is implicitly tied to the idea of the dreamer being able to conquer their worst impulses and/or fears. This was the case for Baku, who overcame his own nightmare. This was kind of the case for Fujimi, who no longer has reason to destroy the police department, but in Miyuki's case, she doesn't really overcome her fear of heights. That's not an issue, at least for now, because the nightmare has been defeated, so it's not like if Miyuki suddenly has a dream about explosively grounding a plane, it'll happen in reality. Or would it? Because, curiously, Zeztz doesn't destroy nightmares, he banishes them, and every time they're blown up, the nightmare reverts to the violet butterflies which the dreamers were infected with. The defeat of the crow nightmare is also pretty explicitly followed by the butterfly absorbing the feathery remains, so we're almost certainly seeing this thing again. While I don't think we're going to get a recurring nightmare anytime soon, something of note is that this series doesn't seem to have a mook enemy type, and the Rider series that lack such also sometimes bring back the earliest monsters of the week to act as a sort of equivalent. It might even be interesting to throw characters at their nightmares again later down the line to see how far they've come.